Hey there, I'm so pleased, excited, and humbled that you clicked on this YouTube video. I've been growing my YouTube videos, I've been growing the community, I've been growing the subscribers, and I wanted to share one of my favorite seminars that I host in my community, either live or inside of my platforms. And I was like, this is a great one to share with people to give them tips, tools, techniques, resources, and have an action plan to start today after they finish watching this video and how to go from hesitation to action. It's all about building the future that you desire. And it's hosted by me. And I'm going to tell you more about me in a second. So, welcome to your fresh start. I built it based on my framework called The Path to the Awakened Woman. And as I've been coaching and working with women, I've noticed they're one of three archetypes. They're either a stagnant Stella, a searching Serena, or a thriving Teresa. So most of these women want to take control of their own lives, their own minds, their space, their finances, their goals, their relationships. And sometimes they don't know how to do it because they're in one of these stages. And this is what we're going to talk about today to give you some action to move forward. I am Dawn M. Rivers, and I help ambitious women navigate life and career and transitions with confidence, clarity, and purpose. I know what it feels like to be stuck because I've been there. A lot of the women that I've worked with, they feel stuck, sometimes lost, and they're ready for a fresh start. It's like when you are going through this metamorphosis. Maybe you were a caterpillar and you've gone through the liminal space, which is your cocoon, and you're about to break out into the next phase of your life, which is a butterfly. And when you come out of the cocoon, your wings are wet and you're not quite ready to fly. And you need somebody to protect or to guide or to hold you accountable. That's what I do as far as my coaching. So it's all about reinventing yourself and empowering yourself and having space to feel luxurious and have creativity. So if any of those things sound like you, this is what you want, this is what I share in my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the notifications and stay tuned for more. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm a former school librarian for 20 years. I have been a yoga teacher since 2013, also meditation teacher. I've done some Reiki training as well. I'm Reiki 2 attuned. I've studied the chakras for many, many years. I love energy. I love movement, mindfulness, and mindset. Let's see what else. I owned a yoga. Oh, I said that. I owned a yoga studio for 5 years. I don't know if I said that, but I have. I've been a mentor and a coach since 2019. I have led workshops, trainings, seminars, retreats, classes, courses, on and on for 10,000 people plus. Okay. Who are the archetypes? The first one is stagnant Stella. She represents individuals who feel stuck in a rut, overwhelmed by self-doubt and negativity. She struggles with prioritizing self-care and setting boundaries, often feeling powerless to change her circumstances. Stella's journey involves recognizing her worth, her self-worth, taking small steps towards self-care, and learning to assert herself. If this sounds like you, if you are a stagnant Stella, I want you to drop in the comments, I'm a stagnant Stella or stagnant Stella, so I know if that's you. I have some great things for you to get out of stagnation. The next is Searching Serena. She embodies those who are in the early stages of self-improvement. She is exploring self-care practices and seeking changes, but struggles with consistency and implementation. It's like the shiny object syndrome. Squirrel, squirrel. She'll keep seeing something and start over, never finishing anything because she's curious and she recognizes the need for growth, but often feels overwhelmed by the process. There's too many things, too many balls in the air, too many choices that are making her continue to search. Like if you're mining for gold or diamonds and you keep starting over, you're almost there, but you're like, no, this is not where the diamonds are. And you start a new tunnel and you start mining again. And the next thing you know, you're exhausted and you still have no diamonds. That's what Searching Serena is. Her path involves simplifying her focus, one track minded, finding a supportive community and committing to small, consistent efforts. So, a lot of women are searching Serenas. Men too. We can call them searching Stevens. So if you're searching, I want you to drop that in the comments as well. Are you a searching Serena? Then we have Thriving Teresa. She symbolizes individuals who have cultivated a strong sense of self-worth. She knows who she is and she has resilience. So if she gets knocked down, she gets back up. She has this bounce in her step. She doesn't feel broken. She feels complete. She has overcome many inner challenges, sets healthy boundaries. She knows when to say no, and she gives feedback and consequences if necessary. She prioritizes her self-care. Teresa's approach to life is like her difficulties in life. She just says, it's okay, I got this. She has confidence and she continues to seek her personal growth. She will continue on her journey. She has advanced mindfulness practices. She sets goals that are smart and meaningful so she can actually accomplish them. And she likes to mentor others. When she learns, she shares. If you are a Thriving Teresa, go ahead and drop Thriving Teresa in the comments. So here we go. This is how Stagnant Stella is going to get her fresh start. So if you feel stuck and uncertain, you're probably here. You need a foundation by decluttering, by getting your finances together, and maybe some small business ideas. And your action steps, this is your action exercise. You're going to create a let go list because you have too many things, too many people, too much data. You need to let go of certain things because it's juggling too many balls. It's having too many bags on your back. Think of the song, Bag a Lady, you won't hurt your back. You're carrying too many things. That's what Stagnant Stella is. And then she needs to get her finances on track. So what should she focus on? Decluttering and organization. Probably have a lot of clutter everywhere, under your desk, around your desk, in your closet, in your trunk of your car, in the pantry, in the refrigerator, in the garage, in the attic. Personal development, financial organization, and business planning. What does that look like? Decluttering and organizing your personal space could look like this. Get into that closet. Have a bag that says keep, another one that says discard, and another one that says give away. So some stuff might be broken and it needs to be thrown out. Some things, maybe they need to be altered. You need to get some new hangers, shift things around in the closet so you can see them. Other things they need to be let go. You need to give them to someone else who can use them. So if you haven't worn something in more than a year, if you're waiting to gain or lose weight because the items don't fit, it's time to say goodbye. Organize your kitchen. So that would mean your cabinets, your pantry, your refrigerator, your freezer, your spices. Go through them. Some of them are expired. Throw them away. Tidy up your car. Your car is not your office. It shouldn't have everything in it. Go through some of those little boxes and containers that hold things. The glove box and the middle console. It probably has a lot of stuff in there you haven't seen in a long time. Clean it out. Your digital spaces. Clear out your email box. I am one of those people, it drives me crazy to see that little number next to your email symbol on your phone because you have all these unread emails. You need to probably unsubscribe. You can actually hire somebody to go through your emails and unsubscribe and delete things. So clear it out. Organize your digital files, especially if you have a computer and if you have even a Google space. Use the files. Think of it as a physical filing cabinet. That's your drive. And then inside the filing cabinet are folders. Inside the folders are files. Organize things so you can find them faster. And then declutter your phone. You might have to delete some stuff. Delete some apps, some pictures, some files, some text. Get rid of it. Your health and wellness is next. So schedule those medical appointments. If you haven't gone to the doctor in a while, it's time to check all the things off. Go get your mammogram. You might have to do a fit test. You might have to do a psychological examination, go to the dentist, all that. Set up a fitness routine. There's so many apps, and YouTube right now has millions of videos. So you can set up a time where you have your favorite type of video and do it. So if it's Pilates or yoga or Tai Chi or HIIT class, set it up. Do 10, 15, 20 minutes a day until you're ready to add on more. Mental health, consider therapy or counseling. There are lots of places out here that have different programs through your job, through your religious organization. Get your mind right. And then establish self care practices. That might be, I like, for example, to take baths. So I will go and get Epsom salt and mineral oils and mineral salts or whatever, all of these things to make my bath experience so pleasurable. And then I can decompress. And after I take my bath, I can go to bed and I feel good and start over the next day. Financial organization and planning. So budgeting and savings. There are so many different budgeting apps out here now. Rocket Money, I think is what it's called, and there's so many other ones. So create a budget, build an emergency fund. You can start small if you don't have it yet. Maybe start with $10 a week, increase it so you can get to $100 a month, increase that. And so they say, I'm not a financial expert, but I've read a few books, between 3 and 6 or 6 and 9 months of emergency fund. So if something happens, you have money set to the side. If you are injured or lose a job or have to move, you have the money there. Manage your debt, so explore maybe some debt consolidation options and bankruptcy. I don't have that on there, but a lot of people, they might need a clean, fresh start with bankruptcy, and that's okay too. Many people, including dignitaries and business people, have had to file bankruptcy. It's not a bad thing. And then you want to start tracking. You want to get better. So if you had too much debt, more debt than income, after you've gone through bankruptcy, you might need to go through some counseling to have better habits after. And then look at your investments and your taxes, maybe a CPA or some kind of tax person to help you get your money right that way. And then once you have your emergency fund, you can start investing. Then here are some empowering statements for you. A quote by Mark Twain. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. You can screenshot this, you can write this down, you can pause it. A book recommendation, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but she had a little special where she would say if it doesn't spark joy, you get rid of it. And then an affirmation for you. I release what no longer serves me and make space for new growth. So if that quote, that book recommendation, or that affirmation spoke to you, I want you to shout it out in the comments below. Let me know which one for Stagnant Stella. All right, you ready? Here's Searching Serena. So she seeks clarity but lacks focus. She needs structure. So she needs time management. She needs her finances together. We probably all need that. And now she's starting to explore business opportunities. Actionable exercises is to create a weekly schedule and exploration plan. I'll talk more about that. So I'm going to skip that one. So time management, we're going to get right into it. Review and optimize a daily routine. I love time blocking. Time blocking for me is what works. So some days I have more time to work on things like this, and I'll block out several activities at one time. I'll block it out on my calendar. So I might say, this morning I'm going to work for 2 hours on research. This afternoon I'm going to work 4 hours on video editing. This evening I'm going to do another 2 hours on preparation and research. So I blocked out my time. This came to me when I was working with a company that rebuilt my website back during the pandemic. And I was having a conversation with the person who was the owner. And she said, I put creative time on my calendar. And I was like, creative time? She was like, yeah, so I can be creative or have creativity blocks. And I was like, oh, you could do that? She was like, it's my calendar. I can put whatever I want. It's your calendar. You can put whatever you want on your calendar. And then there is the Eisenhower matrix, which is amazing. Google that. We're not going to talk a lot about it, or I'm sure maybe I'll do a YouTube video on it later. And then mindset shifts is all about defining your goals, practice visualization. So you got to get your mind to start shifting and changing. You did things before that don't work for where you want to go, right? That old person is no longer existing. You're coming out of that liminal space. Remember, you're coming out of the cocoon. You're opening up into this butterfly whose wings are still wet. So you can't be the same person you were. Then I want you to get all of your important documents organized. This means your legal documents, advance directives, estate planning. Organize all your different policies. Put them somewhere you can find them. Maybe get a lockbox, a firebox, or a safety deposit box. Put your papers in one place so you can get them. This includes your personal records like your birth certificates, your passport, power of attorney, marriage license, divorce decree, whatever, all of them together. And then she needs to start to get all of these ideas she has on paper so she can make some money because she's searching. She has great ideas. She's attended lots of workshops and seminars, right? So the first thing she might need to do is, if she doesn't have an LLC, to get one. Review what it needs to happen in your state because each state has different policies. And then create a bank account, a business bank account. See what you need to do and optimize it. If you have any intellectual property, these are things that you have thought of. You might want to create copyrights or registered trademarks or patents, right? So you might need to look in the state business offices and see what you need to do to start protecting those intellectual properties that you've created. It could even be your name, right? So I could have Dawn M. Rivers protected because I don't want somebody else out there pretending to be me. I learned that from another person who said that she trademarked her name. Then, if you have a support system, people that you can hire, they can be fractional workers. You can hire personal assistants. You can start using Fiverr and TaskRabbit and Upworks, all these different places to have folks help you on projects. And then it can help you bounce the ideas off that you have on somebody else. And then expand your professional network. You might need to use your LinkedIn or go to events. Create your own place where folks can gather, have a mastermind. So for Searching Serena, here's her quote. Look, here is her quote. Not all who wander are lost. That's by Tolkien. A book recommendation. We're doing this in our Awaken Woman Academy right now, which is my 6-month group coaching. We're doing Atomic Habits by James Clear. If you haven't read it, I think I have it linked in the description below. Go ahead and click on that and order that book. It's amazing. And then an affirmation for you is, I embrace my journey with clarity and confidence. Woo! So we're moving on to Thriving Teresa. So if any of these have kind of like stuck with you, I want you to let me know if you're still stagnant Stella, if you are now maybe a Searching Serena, or after I read about Thriving Teresa, you might say, wait a minute, I'm actually a Thriving Teresa. So she's already successful. She needs some fine tuning, right? Just a little, if you have a car that has a dial radio, and you can slowly tune the radio to really get the perfect reception. These are older cars that have that. That's how we used to tune the radio to hear the frequency correctly. So that's what she's doing. She's fine tuning her life. So it's still about self-care. It's about business scaling. It's about boundaries. So her actionable exercise is to create a self-care plan and scaling her business. So she got to put those goals down. So we're going to skip that one again. We're going to go straight in. So self-care and wellness routine. She got to move her body every day, every single day. So it needs to be maybe yoga, or it's Pilates, or it's walking, cardio and calisthenics, resistance training, something where she's moving her body, but not causing more stress, right? Because some exercises are too stressful. That's why I didn't say some like high intensity. But if you like that, that's okay. I didn't say CrossFit. But if you like that, talk to your doctors first. So that's movement. Then she's going to get into her breath work and her meditation, her journaling. That's all about mindfulness. You can do prayer as well. Sitting in stillness, being quiet. That's all about mindful. Being where you are at the time So you can't go to the future, don't go to the past. Stay right here in the middle in the present day. That's mindfulness. And then meditation is it's all about like expanding that mindfulness, because I feel like we can hear the answers when we meditate. Anyway, then we have mindset. Mindset is intention setting and visualization. So set an intention for what's next in your life. Think about what you really want to have. See it and then write it down, right? This is how you would create the path to happiness, wholeness, and freedom. Okay, next, build a support system is what she has to do. So you might have to engage your family and your friends. You're going to tell them how to treat you. Maybe you're changing how you eat or how you sleep or where you go out, how you spend your money. You have to tell them. You got to communicate these intentions, and then you set boundaries. You will say, if you do this and you cross over that boundary, then I'm going to do that. And you have to follow through. If A, then B, right? Join other communities. So you might have to create your own groups. It could be your gang. It could be a mastermind. You can find lots of communities online. We have the Awakened Woman and Friends Facebook group. It's an online free community where you can join, and there's lots and lots of support there. Then it's all about staying empowered. She does this through knowing who she is. A quote for her is, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. And that's Winston Churchill. So it's not final. You can say like, I made it to the end. No, thriving is continuing. So success is continuing. Book recommendation, also in, it should be linked in the comments below. The description. Dare to Lead by Brené Brown. I've read that book several times. I've seen her in person. She's amazing. That one will change how you see yourself as a thriving leader. And then your affirmation is, I thrive by balancing success with self-care and purpose. Are you a thriving Teresa? I need to know. Say it in the comments. All right. These are questions I want you to actually answer in the comments as well. What was your biggest takeaway? What will you start doing tomorrow? What did you learn about yourself? And what was surprising? Please pause the video and answer one, or if not, all 4 of these questions in the comments below. Yes. So how to work with me. I hope that you are ready to start your journey and you are like, you know what? I could use a little one-on-one time with Dawn. She's got some great ideas. So I do one-on-one coaching and I do group coaching as well. I do have a membership community. It's growing. It's a different community than the Facebook one, but I will tell you more about that in another video. So if you want to work with me a one-on-one, I have a QR code that you can scan and it will take you to book a clarity call with me so we can get you started. So you can have a space to know where to go next, because sometimes the space has gotten so crowded with too many ideas, too many thoughts, and you need somebody to help clear the way. That's me. I'll be your guide. So I hope this was helpful and I thank you for watching today. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to answer those questions and comments below. Like this video and share with others. May you be happy. May you be whole. May you be free.